Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs from the 1st to the 15th of November 2020. So we're going to have a look at the general energies for you guys. If you're a cross watcher or you have Cancer aspects in your chart, this could be for you. But just remember, if it doesn't resonate, just bear in mind that, again, it's a general reading and to take what resonates and leave the rest. If you want a personalised reading, information is in the description box below, but please be advised it's very busy at the moment. So again, the advance bookings are, if you're interested in making an advance booking, it's probably going to be easier, and I could even offer a bit more of a discount that way, because it's very busy right now. So let's have a look. I'm just lighting some incense, and let's see what the theme is for Cancer. 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 What is the theme for Cancer from the 1st, including the 15th of November? Wow. Take them all? Okay. Okay, this is interesting. So we've got strength, very strong Leo energy. This is possibly ego energy and or someone needing to sort of understand a solution or situation. Temperance, spiritual balance. This is Sagittarius energy. So again, recalibration. And then we've got a Fool. So we've got Aries as well, which is again brand new first major arcana card, which is again taking a leap of faith. Someone could be maybe trying to rebalance something again and trying to sort of build on something that maybe needs to be put to close, or maybe that they're you know, having a fresh start with someone. We've also got Justice and the High Priest. Libra and Virgo energy hit. No, Libra and Taurus, I think, energy. So someone could be learning some karmic lessons. There could be a balancing from in the physical and the spiritual, and could also be a commitment, either ending or beginning. So let's have a look. Let's jump in and see what's going on here. Spirit, what is happening, please, from the 1st to the 15th? What is happening, please, from the 1st to the 15th for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs? Unseen, some closures here. Oh, we've got very strong emotions with this ocean here, so very strong emotional energy here. We've got the unseen, so there could be something emotionally an undercurrent here that someone's not acknowledging or someone doesn't know about. Maybe they're a bit in denial here. And then we've got Anima Mundi, which is a closure, an end point. So could be that something's being brought up. Maybe there's a recalibration of emotions and a balancing of emotions, going from sort of suppressing them to acknowledge them, maybe. And let's have a look. Let's see what other decks we're going to use for these. Right, let's go with the archetypes. What is the theme for our lovely Cancerians, please? What is the theme here? What is the theme for Cancer from the 1st to the 15th of November 2020? What is the theme? Right, we've got giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. So I feel like someone's just gone, I don't really know what to do, let me just hand it upstairs and let them deal with it. I think, because we've got it in the shadow attribute, so you're kind of handing it over. We've got storyteller on the bottom of the deck, so ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So there's definitely a part of a learning curve here that's being worked through. Let's keep going with this and let's see what else we can understand here. Let's go with the blue Messiah deck. So what are the themes for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs from the 1st to the 15th? What are the themes, please, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs from the 1st to the 15th. What is the theme? Yeah. So we've got life force here. So there's definitely some kind of energetic shift. Again, it looks like an awakening here. Someone that's re-looking at their path and maybe what was invested in before and what was given in that kind of way. And where am I going? So let's use the new deck, which is we used the Oracle of the Radiant Sun before, but this is the new Moon Oracle deck that is the Caroline Smith and John Astrop one, which is, we've used the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, but now this is the Moon Oracle. We have to balance it out and get both. Just an FYI, if you're interested in sort of about decks, the decks in this that are designed this way are so much better, because the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, no offense, but the way that the cards were designed are so flimsy and they're too small to shuffle. And it's the kind of deck that I would love to use more, but the shuffling puts me off, because I'm the kind of person that I channel energy, and so the shuffle is part of how I pick the cards. So anyway, let's have a look. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs from, this is a brilliant shuffle here, from the 1st to the 15th inclusive. I'm a Taurus Venus, by the way, just in case you didn't already figure that one out. So 1st to the 15th for Cancers, please, Spirit. What do you need to show us here that hasn't already been discussed from the 1st to the 15th? Okay, this is interesting. Let's build a bit of a story up, and then we'll jump into the tarot. Okay, this is interesting. So there's definitely something that's we're framing this whole part of the month here with the blue moon on the 31st, okay, which is going to be in Taurus. It's the hunter's moon. It's the second moon in the month, hence the reason why it's called blue moon. And I'm hearing there's an air of mystery, okay. The reason I'm saying that is we've got this card that's come up, full moon in air, flower and solution. So why do I feel like there's this blooming of this flower that is potentially offering this wonderful solution, but is it real? Is it real? Because we're getting lessons coming up here. We're asking for balance to be the key focus. There's a strength element which could refer to ego. Why do I feel like something's being offered here, but is it being offered? And if it is being offered, is it real? Why do I feel like that's the case? Something not quite right there. Illusionary energy is what I want to say. Then we've got the scepter, okay, which is number 14, Jupiter, Saturn and Venus energy. It's referring to Virgo and Libra as well, right? This is balancing. This is a balance between the scepter, and there's a scepter and a staff. She's got the scepter in her left hand, which is receptive. And she's got the orb in her right hand, so she's giving. Let me look in this book, because I feel like that's going to be really important. So this book is awesome as well, by the way. Right. It says the Saturn-Venus combination is produces both a keen ambition and a desire to attain a position of responsibility in life. Venus and Saturn are possessive planets that together concerned with material gain and achievement. Conjoined in the sign of Virgo, and they also indicate an element of perfectionism. You crave recognition and respect in a traditional sense and wish to be viewed as a pillar of society. This card reminds you that to achieve such a position, you generally have to employ a significant amount of good planning and forethought. Desire for a position of prominence. So this is what I mean. Someone could be falling into an energy here of, well, this looks good. I'll tell you what. Is it what I want? I don't really know what I want, but let me just fall into this and see if it's going to work. I feel like, because again, 14 is adding up to a 5, which is about change. That flower that we spoke about is offering this new energy, this brand new energy, but is it real? Is this energy real? Are you investing in a dud? Okay, or are they investing in a dud and you're watching? Okay, then we've got Ishtar. Okay, so this is moon. We're talking about moon goddesses here. Okay, now she's holding the lion and the snake. So lion's very Leo energy. We've got the strength here. And interestingly, the snake is very scorpionic. This is Pisces energy. This is strong Pisces energy. Here we go. The white goddess, Pisces, water, and she's referring to being movable, changeable. It says, if you select this charge, you will need to fight for something you wish to regain. It may be necessary to symbolically strip down to the barest essentials, give up everything else in order to particularly fight this battle. If this card is selected, March will be a significant month with regards to the question. In her youth, Ishtar loved Tammuz, the god of harvest, and we're reaching a harvest moon. Her love was said to have caused his death. Consumed by grief, Ishtar descended into the underworld in the hope of rescuing Tammuz. At each of the gates of the 7 precincts, she removed an article of clothing. On arrival in the underworld, Ishtar was taken prisoner. During her time of imprisonment, no creatures engaged in acts of procreation on earth, causing desolation. In heaven there was great sorrow. Sin, Ishtar's father, asked Ea to help him rescue her, and Ereshkigal, queen of underworld, was forced to release Ishtar by means of a spell concocted by Ea. She was sprinkled with the water of life and retrieved her garments. At each of the 7 gates she returned to freedom. She was a war goddess. She was represented by a chariot, which is again Cancerian energy. She was known as the Lady of Battles, as the goddess of love, and she was no more gentle. She would show irritability and violence on every occasion. Okay. Okay, so it says, before her standing an elegant part in a plant, which is a representation of the transforming plant that Gilgamesh went to the bottom of the sea to retrieve, and in order to make all humans immortal, the twisting serpent that Ishtar holds was sent to attack Gilgamesh to prevent him from reaching the transforming plant. Gaining immortality for herself. The mother of fruitful breast. Her costume is half warrior and half priestess, depicting the 2 diverse sides of her character, warrior and lover. Around her neck she wears a collar of power authority. Underneath the image, the symbol of the water sign Pisces. This is the white goddess. So this is how I'm reading it. We've got one option here that looks like it's being presented, that looks like a lovely, amazing offer, an option. But why do I feel like Ishtar's looking on saying it's the wrong offer? Because look, they look very similar here, don't they, with these offers and what they're wearing. But why do I feel like there's an illusion here, like someone's choosing a dud? They've picked something that may look good, but is it the right thing? The reason being, we've got stability. Someone could be picking something out of stability here. We've got the first quarter waxing earth moon, so something developing from nothing. So that kind of evolving into building on a layer of stability that may not be particularly true. Then we've got Venus, so there's a love interest here that this is obviously relating to with the swan. And we've got Venus showing here, Taurus. Okay. And then we've got the balsamic waning air moon, which is just before the full moon, which is referring to concession. So to me, it's like you've got 2 elements here that possibly are fighting for the same thing, because we've got Pitcher. Again, that's Neptune energy and Uranus. So we've got, this is Cancer energy. So someone's holding a lot of emotion for something here, with the ocean, with the Pitcher. And they're trying to discern what exactly and where this emotion goes to. but there's too many illusionary energies here. Someone's investing in something that may not come to pass. Can you see as well, we've got these kind of three are in reverse order. We've got flower, leaves, seeds. This was the first card we picked. This was the second card. That was the third card. So it's like we're going backwards a little bit here. Someone could be being tested on a lesson in love in this energy, that may not have been wanting to see what they're trying to be taught, possibly. So let's use, because I feel like we've been referring to the bottom of the ocean, let's use the Mermaid Tarot, because you guys are Cancerians. So let's see, what exactly are you trying to show us here, Spirit, with Cancer from the 1st to the 15th. Which way? Yeah. So we've got the Chariot here. So this is forward movement and motion. So again, there's competition. 5 of Wands and the Chariot. Strong competitive energy. Someone's trying to move forward, and then you've got a lot of people that are trying to resist or restrict that, which is the first kind of energy we saw, where there was a lot of influences or people. Can you see? Because you've got these energies here that are kind of gathering around one choice almost. There could be 3 options. Someone could have more than one option. Someone could be, say, with someone, and there's another 2 involved. All right. We've got the Ace of Swords here, which is truth and understanding. And it's also clarity. Someone doesn't want to make a decision. I feel as well that if people are asking exactly what's going on to this individual, they're not going to be telling the truth. I think they're going to be saying all kinds of things that, let's say for example, this person's got a decision to make around love. They're not going to be saying what they need to, what they should be saying. They're going to be saying anything but the information they should be, for various different reasons. Some of it for ego, some of it because they're not healed, some of it because they haven't learned, some of it because their emotions are all over the place. Again, we've got bottom of the deck is the Fool. That's the second time we've seen the Fool. So the Fool is about a leap of faith, but it's also about a new beginning. So the Ten of Pentacles landed on Ishtar here, which is this person could already be in a commitment with someone that is aware that they're not happy, and they're finding out the truth of the situation here. Again, with Ishtar being be malleable. Yeah, I think this person's going to fight, because remember it was referencing the fight, wasn't it? I think this person's going to try and fight to keep hold of what they have. So let's say, for example, this is a commitment they're in, and the person in the commitment is choosing to go with somewhere else. This Ishtar character that I feel is already in the commitment with them is going to try and move the decision. What else can you tell me? We've got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So someone is trying to move out of a situation to get rid of one option, because there's too many people involved. There's a total of, there could even be more than, I'll be honest with you, we've got 4 people here. So it could be a man and 3 women. It could be a woman and 3 men. It could be a woman and 3 women, you know, 4 women in total. Take it as it resonates. But this person's trying to reduce the numbers down. But they need to come to a decision. Now, is that going to be for everyone that's watching this? No. Obviously, some of you, it won't be the 3 people or 4 people. It won't be. Just take what resonates. So there's a lesson here that's being learned of balance that has previously not, because we've got the temperance, which is referring to balance, and we've got justice, which is referring to balance. Someone's trying to balance things out, and there could be a lack of truth at the moment that is making it harder for them to do that. But let's see, what can you tell me about this? Yeah, we've got the moon. There's too many secrets going on here. There's too many hidden emotions with this ocean, the unseen. Someone's too hidden. They're not showing. There could also be gossiping going on about this, and too many people involved. But there's definite hidden emotions here that are not being dealt with. And someone's pushing them down as if it's, you know, not going to be needing to be looked at. But this person's very strong feelings that aren't going away. And again, this is the second time we've had strength. This is the strength card. This is ego as well. This is someone who, again, it's like someone's trying to be captured here with this energy. Which is, you know, trying to capture a whale is not an easy feat. And then we've got magician. So someone is trying to manifest and or maneuver this energy in a certain way to their favour, possibly. But strength is also about fighting a decision, or trying to stick with a decision maybe that they felt they needed to make. Someone doesn't want to make a decision because they don't want to hurt someone. They don't want to hurt someone. Yeah, and they're trying to avoid it. They're trying to avoid this decision. So again, this storyteller, it's like they're not being honest, and they're trying to their higher self, I think, is manifesting the outcome. But I feel like you're going to probably hear from them saying, "Oh, you know, I'm just leaving it up to the universe to decide." Which, I mean, yeah, that's one way of doing it, but is that them learning if they do it that way? You know, are they learning what they need to if they do it that way? Because the universe seems to think no, which is why things are on pause with this 4 of Swords. So again, there's a waiting period for them to understand that their emotions, because there's no point sort of burying them and then hoping the universe sorts it out. They have to understand them themselves. And again, once they do, there's a new start, a new leap of faith here. Because how many times have we had the Fool card now? Is that 3? You know, so it could be that they are, because they're trying to maneuver around a situation, they're not quite learning it. And so Spirit are trying to move them back into where they need to be, and they're still not learning it. Let's have a look. So they're going to close a situation out. Okay, this is slowly going to close out a situation, right? Bottom of the deck will be Queen of Cups. So it could be that you turn around and say, listen, I don't know what you think you're doing here, but no, it's a no from me, right? And again, it feels like it's whoever's not in the commitment with them is doing that. It's whoever is their person that is, I think, could be closing it out. The reason being is because it landed on the scepter, which was my understanding of the key person, the one that was supposed to be chosen in the situation, which is the Queen of Cups. So again, could be Cancer energy, Pisces, Scorpio. We've got the Fool again, that's landed on the full moon, right? So we've got a full moon that they're jumping. So you may start this month seeing that there's a brand new cycle in this situation. And then when it gets to the full moon in November, there's another brand new cycle. It's like things aren't really tying up, possibly. And then we've got 3 of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like they can't sustain. Maybe they're in a commitment already and they couldn't allow a third party energy, and so they had to push someone away because they're going to stay in this commitment energy because someone's been fighting for them. With this Queen of Wands, this is also someone who's, you know, fiery and will stand their ground. So again, maybe he was, or she was, yeah, didn't want to see that part and didn't want to see that this is not really that. It feels like someone's being coerced into a choice, basically, right? And it's like, well, this is the easiest option, so let me just go into that option. Now, if you haven't already watched the reading, the live I did, which was about divine order, watch that reading as well, because this will fit very easily. It was a general collective live reading I did on Monday. And if it hasn't been posted by the time this video's up, wait a few hours and come back to the channel, because it will be. But this interlinks with what I was saying in that reading. There's a lesson here, Hierophant. There's a lesson here that's not being learned. And again, we've got the Ace of Wands. Someone is choosing an easier route, could be mainly sexual route, that is just easier for them to navigate, but they're not following. Yeah, look, this is, their soul is undecided. They, even when they cut, so let's say for example someone cuts this off, they're still not undecided, because look, their soul is unsettled with this Knight of Wands. It's like they've been led towards a sexual connection, and so that's what they're doing, you know. It's not for any other reason. They're trying to find their emotional fulfillment with the Ten of Cups. And then we've got the Five of Cups, but it doesn't quite hit the mark. So they've chosen an option because of the stability, but it doesn't give them an emotional balance. The emotional balance was given by the person they've ended the situation with, because it was harder to sustain that for whatever reason. Maybe expectations, people around them. We've also got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So something coming to fruition here that was waited for a long time. With that Queen of Wands energy, we've got very strong Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. Someone making a stand, possibly, in the situation. Yeah, we've got the Sun as well, so there's truth here. So there's going to be, once that decision has kind of moved down, that path has moved down, there's an enlightenment and an awareness that's being brought to life. And again, we've got life force here, so someone's learning about that as well, and possible energy and how it works. Okay, what else can you tell me, please, between that point and the 15th of November? Yeah. Let me clarify that, because I want to clarify what that's referring to. What is this Queen of Wands and the Sun, please? What is Queen of Wands? They don't want to see it. They don't want to see that they're making the wrong choice. They've fallen into a routine because it's easier. Because this is the thing, the emotions that they're feeling with this, they can't handle it. They can't handle the emotions, so they've gone with the easier option. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. And this is the other thing. It's something to do with what people expect them to do. It's something to do with what people expect them to do. You know, they feel like it will be harder for them to move out of that than to not. They feel like it would be easier for them to just go along with this, because, again, it's what would be expected of them. What else do you want to tell me about the Queen of Wands, the Sun, and the Knight of Pentacles? Yeah. They want to reconcile with their person they had to say no to in the beginning part of the month, because they know there's an emotional loss here with them not being around. They know that. They're aware of that. So at that point, I feel that the Wheel of Fortune, again, there'll be, at this point, I think it will get too much for this person to bear. You know, I think it will get too much for this person to bear, and then they'll have to make an approach back to their person, because it will almost be they're living a bit of a lie at this point. So they're going to backtrack. So that and don't forget to watch that reading I mentioned, because this actually refers to that as well. So again, with the King of Cups and the Devil, this is now Cancer energy here as well. It's breaking free of that sort of obsession, or this connection, or this dysfunction, or codependency that possibly kept them in that energy, that couldn't allow them to choose what their heart was showing them. So they're having to backtrack now, all right, on that energy, because of this. This doesn't leave them. It doesn't let them go. It doesn't change. The moon is all encompassing. It's that deep emotional connection, and they realize that they can't let you go. They can't let that go. They're not going to be able to do that. But they have to now put some work in with this Eight of Pentacles here, because again, there could be more than one person involved. There could be others that maybe don't agree with this situation. And again, they have to make a decision which is fair with this Justice and the Seven of Cups. Now, don't forget, we had Justice and Hierophant, so it's about a lesson and being learned and balance, not just in the physical, but in the spiritual as well. So they're learning that and making a choice based on their own balance. But that choice is likely to kind of cause this Tower moment. And I think that's why they've put it off for so long. I think that's why, because they know that this is going to cause an issue, and so they thought, well, we'll just go down the easiest route and hope that sort of pans out. But they are going to have to make a break for independence, because and also freedom, because as you can see, she's got her head halfway underwater, so she's just peering out, but she's immersed in that emotion. So she's slowly coming to terms with the fact that running away from the emotion is not going to work. You know, it's not going to happen, basically. So up until the 15th, please. Yeah, and so, but there's a fear here. Look, Nine of Swords. So this person's going to be in very high anxiety energy between now and when that energy is decided, chosen. What else, Spirit? What else? What else can you tell me, please? Up until the 15th. So at that point, I think someone's going to go within and just sort of find out what they need to find out. But then you're going to get communication. There'll be movement here with this Eight of Wands and Page of Wands. There'll be movement here with this, okay? So let's have a look at outcomes. Let's have a look at the outcome for this situation. I'm getting dizzy now. I don't know why, but I'm getting dizzy. Could be a lot of stress for you guys, I'm sorry to say. But just bear in mind the information I've given you, and watch that general collective reading, because it should prepare you for this next stage. All right, that's the idea behind it. Okay, so Spirit, what is the outcome for our lovely Cancerian Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? 15th of November. What is the outcome? What is the outcome? They're not totally closing this out though. That's the other thing. We've got the Three of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Cups. So they're probably bringing or coming back around to you, but they're not making a decision. Let's see what the outcome is. Oh, we've got the Two of Cups. So I think they've chosen. They've made their choice. But let's have a look. Yeah, I've got a feeling that the end part of November. Yeah. So the death part, this will close out in the full moon after this, right? So let's say, for example, where's my phone? It's the full moon in November. I think this will close out by, if I'm being totally honest with you. Which I'll... Full moon 2020. November. So I feel, if you look at, yeah, the Beaver moon, the 30th November, you'll probably get some kind of resolution here with that. I think that, because again, the death card landed on the full moon, and if we're looking at November's full moon, I mean, look, for some of you it might be this will be already happening on the 31st, where some of you could fast track and this could be completely closed out on the 31st. But I think for the majority of you, This will be closed out on the following full moon. For those that resonate with this message and the choice has been made, all right? That's how I'm reading it. Okay, so let's get some final insight here. Final message for our lovely Cancerian for first part of November. What else? Life review. It says, Archangel Jeremiel, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So this is what is essentially being reviewed. That's what they're going to be doing, okay? So guys, hopefully this has been of some help to you. If it has, leave a comment, let me know, you know, like, subscribe, share, let your friends know. We are going live 8 PM standard time in the UK, which the clocks have just gone forward this Sunday. So the difference will be about 4 hours in Eastern standard time now, as opposed to 5. So it'll be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 PM as opposed to the original time because the clocks went forward. Guys, if you want a reading, information is in the description box below. I wish you guys the best of luck for this first part of the month, and until next time, take care.